gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the APFC Bantamweight division. Spot F3 Energy. And now introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a grappler. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Official weight 136.1 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of 3 victories with no defeats. From Arlington Heights, Illinois, Alex, the most educated Preissing. And now introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. Official weight 135.7 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of 3 victories with no defeats. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Isaiah Benjamin. And your referee in charge is Chris Claviter.
Chris Claviter, our third man inside the cage, as Isaiah Benjamin faces Alex, the most educated Preissing. 2 undefeated fighters. Let's go ahead and hit him with the generic line. Somebody's always gonna go tonight. It's gonna happen in front of the fans here at APFC's Fight Fiesta.
You know, I was gonna say it, but then I was like, nah, I wasn't gonna say it. So thank you for saying it.
If you cue up just how generic the line is, I feel like you can go ahead and let it fly. Preissing.
Beautiful single leg there by Preissing, doing a great job of closing the distance, got his head in great position. You know, perhaps is expecting a striking exchange from his opponent and didn't want to let him get off on top and just close the distance, got his hands on Benjamin, and now he's in a great position.
Well, luckily, Preissing does not get paid by the hour. 3 wins, all first-round finishes, looking to do the same here inside the APFC cage. Already on the back early on of Isaiah Benjamin is Alex, the most educated Preissing.
Preissing in a good position. Benjamin doing all the right things here, keeping his back to the canvas, attacking the hand, so Preissing, can't threaten the neck there.
A great job of swinging that choking arm over the top there by Preissing. Hard to tell if that's under the chin, but most certainly threatening early on is Alex Preissing.
Now, if you're Benjamin, he's doing the right thing, attacking the top hand. What he needs to do is get his back on the canvas. Therefore, he can get Preissing off of his back. But Preissing doing a great job with the seatbelt there and just keeping his body attached to to Benjamin and not giving him any inch to work.
Well, we know how many tough fighters there are at MTC training underneath Alex Trujillo. But Preissing doing double duty, of course, getting in his training while in Arizona and attending law school, training at Fight Ready. And as far as gyms go in that area, it doesn't get much better than Fight Ready, David.
Yeah, he's in a great position there. I mean, sounds like he got the school part covered. And I mean, he's in a space where at any moment he's training with some of the highest level guys in the game at Fight Ready.
Putting that choking arm over the chin and jawline of Benjamin. Now, oftentimes you can have success with that rear naked choke, even if it's not under the chin. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, it'll become more of like a neck crank, jaw crank. That takes a lot of just raw strength from that position. I think Preissing is just using it to kind of threaten and see if he can get Benjamin to open up. Benjamin doing a great job of not panicking in this position early on. And, you know, he's not putting himself in worse position by just moving inefficiently.
Well, despite this being all Preissing thus far since the onset, if you're Benjamin, you are potentially about to take Preissing somewhere he hasn't been yet, that being the second round. Preissing not going to a second round thus far in his mixed martial arts campaign. Benjamin just 10 seconds away from surviving this first round and possibly taking him there.
I think if Preissing keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be fine. But there is something to be said there, Christian. When fighters aren't used to going that distance, it's a different level of pressure whether you're winning or not.
Well, that first round all Preissing, but now we prepare for the second stanza. And not a lot of bright moments there for Benjamin, but he doesn't look tired. He's obviously in a good space to move forward to the second round. This could be a tale of 2 fights.
Yes, he came right in, got to that single leg almost immediately, you know, took his opponent for a ride, got some airtime there, and just stayed on his back for the most part of the round. Benjamin did not panic, as you said. He kind of did everything he needed to do defensively. However, he's coming into this next round. He's down now. He knows what his opponent's going to do. Let's see if he can make the adjustments on the stool here.
And if you're in the corner of Alex Preissing, are you just telling him more of the same, David?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We know what's working. Let's get right back to it. And if he doesn't work it, let's see if we can switch it up on him. So yeah, let's get right back to that wrestling. He's fighting a guy that comes out of the Rufus Sport camp. You know, I mentioned Benjamin's corner earlier. He even has the legend, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Duke Rufus, in his corner. I mean, I would have paid top dollar for that in my career. But with someone like that in your corner, you know they're telling him the right thing, so don't expect the similar result.
Coming out with a front kick there was Preissing. Grabbing the body lock was Benjamin. Switching it to a takedown is Preissing, but potentially threatening the back is Benjamin.
Benjamin now getting in a better position. However, Preissing, he just never stops moving. Who would have thought, right, from the last 33 minutes, excuse me, that we would see into the first 30 seconds of this round, Benjamin on top here.
Not only on top, but you see how he's got that arm wrapped around the back of Preissing. He had that in the most uncomfortable type situation for a moment. Preissing able to weasel that arm out, but now it looks like we're going to have to potentially see Preissing working off of his back. Oftentimes not the place a wrestler wants to be.
For sure, but he seems to be comfortable moving from anywhere. Even as he knew he gave up that takedown, he was looking to try to leverage his body weight to get himself in a better position. And now he's back up top and back to the game and back to where he want to be. Benjamin threatening the guillotine.
This could be tight, the arm in guillotine. If nothing else, giving Benjamin the top position as Preissing is in a very precarious position.
That looks tight there.
Benjamin weathering the storm in the first round, and now getting the big finish and handing Alex Preissing the first defeat of his career as Benjamin remains undefeated and advancing to 4-0.
The question I asked was Benjamin, could he make the adjustments on the stool? And I think we got to give a credit to his coaching there. His coaches saw what his opponent was bringing, and he said, hey, he's going here, we're going to go here. Checkmate, guillotine, let's call it a W for Benjamin.
After weathering the storm, it's Isaiah Benjamin, your victor, via submission in the second round. I don't think that first round could have been more dominant for Alex Preissing, but that not at all indicative of the tide that was about to turn as Isaiah Benjamin remains undefeated, and he does so underneath the bright lights of here, the APFC Fight Fiesta. Get a little pep in his step. Give the fans something to cheer about. Is the undefeated Isaiah Benjamin.
Yeah, beautiful job sinking in that guillotine. You know, it looked like he was down, but he was definitely not out.
It is all smiles in the Rufus corner for Benjamin. What a fantastic outing, really for both fighters, but really learning to test his mettle is Isaiah Benjamin. Fantastic outing against a very dangerous Alex Preissing. And now let's hear from the veteran voice of the APFC cage, handsome Michael Hansen.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Chris Cleveter, end of the fight. The official time, 1 minute 15 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by submission via guillotine choke and still undefeated, Isaiah Benjamin.
Isaiah Benjamin picking up the huge submission finish here at the APFC Fight Fiesta.